Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Aries for May of 2011. And this also applies if you have an Aries ascendant. So Aries, how are you feeling having Uranus in your sign? Since March, we've got Uranus in Aries, which for most Aries must mean a great deal of change, a great deal of upheaval in your life. And you can expect this to continue through May, for sure, particularly the first 2 or 3 weeks of this month, because we've got a whole stellium, which means a huge amount of planets in that first house, Aries. So this is going to be a time of thinking about what you want, how you're going to communicate. It's a time to be prepared to be brave, to be prepared to break through boundaries maybe that you've been afraid of. It's also going to be a month as well of looking at your needs within relationships. Also a time maybe to look at, yes, many of you have been giving too much, let's try and get that balance back. Or maybe you've been feeling alone and isolated, and how can you reconnect with people? Because with the movement of Neptune into your 12th house, this is very much a time as well of thinking about the past. As much as you'll be moving forwards, there'll be this feeling of, yes, I want to move forwards, I want to break into new areas, and I need my life to be exciting. Because let's face it, Aries, you need some excitement in life. You can't bear boredom. And at the same time, with that Neptune slinking into your 12th house, it's very important that you examine your past and examine a lot of things from the past may well start to surface, and you may need to look at what you've learned from some of the painful experiences that you've been through. What have you learned from this, and how can you maybe raise your vibration, become more spiritual in your understanding of what you've been through and why you've had to go through it. But certainly this month, if ever for the first 2 or 3 weeks, if it's a time for being full of energy, you should have a lot of energy. You should be able to feel as though you can go for all sorts of different projects. Careful that you don't dissipate your energy by going for too many different things. But certainly, Aries, this looks like a very exciting time for you. Between the 11th and the 13th of May, we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in Aries in your first house. This could just be a lucky time, a good time to meet somebody, a good time to have some money come in, a business arrangement, something that feels good to you with this Jupiter-Venus in your first house. And it could just mean somebody really nice coming into your life, or somebody who wants to give to you, or a teacher coming into your life who can really teach you some new things that you've not encountered ever before. So I don't think this is going to be a dull month. Then towards the second half of the month, we've got a lot of planets in your second house. Aries, this is going to be a time to look at your finances, as if you've not been looking at them. But it's a good time with Mars coming into Taurus from the 11th of the month to really put energy into your earning capacity, into what it is you want to do to make money, to be a little more creative, but also to be very serious about it. Taurus doesn't rush into things, but at the same time it wants structure and it wants something very physical to do. For those of you that like gardening, for those of you that like doing very physical things, this is a great time to start them around after the 11th of this month. But it's also a time to look at your self-esteem. How do you feel about yourself? Are you feeling confident? Are you valuing yourself? Are you valuing your services? This too will come into question this month. Around the 20th, 21st of May, we've got a lot of planets again in Taurus in your second house. This will be a very good time for any kind of agreements that you want to make as far as business is concerned. Also a good time for communications in business, getting your point across, marketing, whatever it is that you want to do. So, of course, you've still got the backdrop of Saturn in the 7th house. So we're still going to have challenges with relationships. You're still going to have to maybe be a little more patient in your relationships and make allowances, maybe be a little more tolerant for people, or maybe you're just at the end of your tether and now that Uranus is in your sign, you're just like enough is enough is enough. And that too may come up as well during this time. So there you have it, Aries. That's your month ahead. Plenty, a lot of excitement. Do some nice things for yourself and make sure there's a focus on your finance and your money and that you're ready to put some more physical, practical energy into that area. Make the best of your relationships and at the same time get some relaxation, peaceful time to really analyse and look at what you're experiencing on a deeper level. Thanks very much for listening. Bye for now.